Keep to yourselves, guys. Good morning. Hey, baby 37. How are you, Joseph? Good morning. Just so y'all know, I'm not going to do the whole show on Periscope. I'm going to go over to Instagram at some point. So you'll have to go over there too, please. Also, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Michael and Joy. You guys need some motion.
I got a vibe that make an Asian one. Hibachi.
Shut up. Why that was the lie you had to pick to say out loud?
Because that was funny. Got a vibe that make an Asian want a mani-pedi. Sean even laughed at that one.
Sean did not laugh at that.
He did. He laughing at him. Look at him.
Sean is still getting over his cold.
I know, right? And
He done threw off. Look, he got 3 coats, scarf, Scully. Got that heat right in here, though.
Right. Cold. I thought it was going to be warm today. You heard old boy say?
What did he
Like
say?
a damn sun.
It was so funny.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com is the website. Hey, today's show is being brought to you by Nikita, Todd, Stanley.
Yes,
and the
sir.
Team Todd Realty Group, dedicated to helping people realize the dream of home ownership. You can visit her website, TeamToddRealtyGroup.com. She's not coming in today, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, FYI.
She had a girl.
You can also text us today. The text line is wide open, 678-613-5857. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram and YouTube. Yeah, we messed
Subscribe
that
to our YouTube page, Michael and Joy. Go, and then that way you can watch us live, and you can watch all of the past shows.
Nice. And you can follow us on social media at DC2ATL, at You Bring Me Joy, with an I, of course. And just go to Michael and Joy and follow us there, too.
On all platforms.
There you go. Hey, it is Michael and Joy in the morning, only on Sensation Station Network. Yeah.
Let go.
Sensation Network, I'm helping.
That's Ada.
I think she was downstairs.
Okay, we'll send someone out, okay.
She just getting herself together.
She was down there riding around.
Oh. Michael, get that together too while you gone. He sound like that. Why he sound like that? Sound like he got it like stuck in his throat.
I did last night at the same thing.
Look. Here. I bought some vitamin C for all y'all. Let me take 2 right now. Michael said he was sick all weekend. I'm not playing with y'all.
Excuse me.
Trying to be sneaky with this cold. No, thank you. Whoa, what's that?
Girl, you all the way downstairs.
What part?
You just laughing.
Oh, close the door for us, Ada, please. Thank you. Oh yeah, that's because Sean tried to turn the music up on the sneak tip. I was like, no.
For real. Come on in, sis.
Good morning. Just right here. How you doing?
Good to see you
Good
again.
seeing you. Doing all right today?
I'm wonderful. Thanks for asking.
Michael, I brought that vitamin C so you could take some too.
I saw you said it right there all nonchalant.
Right. Y'all ain't slick. Y'all ain't gonna have me in here sick. No, thank you. No, thank
First of
you.
all, I'm not sick. Hey, the sign up, get
I'm
comfortable.
about to say, well, you sound like something going on, don't you, Ada?
You do actually. You sound like
Look, you sound like there's something in your throat.
Ain't nothing in my throat. So rude. Hey, you knew.
I know. Make sure
You
I got
got-
lights all in here.
You got something in you got something in your throat. Sean said I can't laugh. I got something.
unlayered real quick, man. Can't even listen to the music no more.
Well, when I asked y'all to stop playing and y'all ain't want to stop playing.
Sensation Station Network, how may I help you? Hello?
Ada, what's your last name again?
It's Gardner.
They playing on the phone already. Why you can't get nobody the studio number? Because they be calling and hanging up. You know we got call ID. You know it's an old phone.
We got call ID?
Yeah, we got call ID.
Just messing with you.
Yeah, we got call ID. What up, Kobe?
Yeah, we got call ID. Y'all remember call ID?
It take forever to
You can see who called and be like, never mind, I ain't clicking over.
Hey, what up, Fred?
Mom, such and such called. I be like, she like, oh, take a message. Okay, look, I just did.
Tell him I'm in the shower. Remember these old mama used to always say that?
My mom never said it. Don't. They ain't say the shower.
Why you always gotta go
They would
left
say they
when
would
that
always
is?
say something random, but it was never I'm in the shower. I don't know. That's not a big enough deterrent. They in the shower.
You don't think so?
Some people get out the shower
To
to
get
talk,
a- get a
to talk
phone?
on telephone.
Hey, you couldn't handle the phone in the shower either because the cord wasn't long enough.
right. So you got the cordless, right? Big old cordless.
With that antenna, you had to
Big
put
old
an
cordless,
antenna.
big old cordless phone.
Something like that, wasn't it? Hello?
Hello? I don't want to be a piece of garbage either.
Hey, you done radio before?
No.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I've done TV, but not radio.
All right, y'all come back and post.
TV, you gotta stand still.
Let's do it.
Right. Look this way.
Don't move. I got a problem with moving too much. Michael, stop. Damn, moving. I do radio. Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. When we come back, we'll tell you who's on the show today.
And who's not?
It's Michael and Joy in the morning, Sensation Station Network. Wake up, let's go.
We tried to fight over that.
We trying to fight over that last jump.
Lord have mercy.
I know when that song started. Kobe Reynolds, what's the word, homeboy? See, and now when we come back, I can do the headlines now.
Oh, because you got enough time now.
There go Joy right there, y'all. I know. I don't be giving her no camera, man. It's all good.
Every time Jakeem send somebody, he be like, I want to send such and such. I want to send such and such client on Tuesday, or I want to send somebody's cousin on Wednesday. I be like, Tyler. I mean, Jakeem. Don't nobody got no first name.
Right.
I'm like,
Who are they? Who are they? That nigga said Tyler Perry cousin.
he kept saying it. I was like, oh, she ain't got no first name.
Right. What's her name? Tyler Perry cousin?
Where?
She a screenwriter? Hmm.
Yeah, I guess. Like. That's why I was like, they got no name?
Oh, we're coming in?
Yeah.
Oh, we're in?
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com is the website. Got an amazing show for you today. Got a whole bunch of people coming by. Well, no, not today. Not today. It's a chill Monday today.
Yes.
A relaxing Monday. Hey, if you live in the city of Atlanta or the state of Georgia, be careful today because we're supposed to have a little precipitation in the clouds falling from the sky, which will be freezing up the roadways. Let's say around 10 a.m.-ish or so.
Yep.
That's why a lot of schools are closed today. I think I heard Cobb County was closed. APS was closed today. DeKalb County was closed. Man, I miss them days.
Yeah, and you know what? I was just sitting there thinking I was talking to Brenton and I said, okay, you know, you got school tomorrow. You got to get yourself back together. You know, you got to go to sleep early. And then all of a sudden I get this phone call from APS and I was like, what they want? You know, because they had called the other day reminding everybody that school was starting. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it was just like, due to. And I was like, oh, heck no.
When I was driving in this morning, I was thinking, why don't we, as a radio show, work off the school calendar schedule?
Man,
so if
you
APS
could
is
never,
closed,
you could never do that.
Then we'd be closed. Like,
you could never do that.
We'd be sitting at home praying. Doggy, we gotta go to work. No, we can do that if we want to.
I could do it.
Right, I know you
I could do it all day long. Michael be like, Joe, I ain't got nothing to do. It's plenty to do, Michael.
Man, I be antsy to get here in the morning. I don't care if we got one guest or 90 guests.
I do it. I am very excited about the show.
But I was a little, like last night as I was putting the show together last night, like it wasn't a lot of news out there, so it was hard for me to find stories. Because today I'm going to tell you about Coachella. It's going down in Coachella, but they're doing it in California this year too. But they got some rules for all the Cali people.
They always do it in Cali.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Well, there's one city in Cali where they said something. They got, and it's going to be on 420 too.
I was going to say, Coachella is always a very, very lit weekend on purpose.
It won't be lit this weekend.
I was going to say, it's typically, I think Coachella is on an Indian reservation.
Oh, okay. Well, not this year. These people got something to say. Also, Macy's. I found some great deals at some Macy's around the USA. Why? Because they closing them. So I'm gonna tell you this list of Macy's you could go.
You better go and max out that credit card now.
What? That Macy's INC Joe? Hey, but I'm telling you. As a matter of fact, I might have to hit Macy's this week. I might have to hit them this week because I need something for the Boss Brunch. And I'm looking at Miss Madam Money's video from the Boss Brunch. I guess this was from last year. That room looked kind of lit. Like, there's a lot of people in that room. So I think I need to get my stuff together. I was kind of playing around like, I'm going to wing it for 30 minutes. I just saw that crowd. I was like, oh, no.
You might want some bullet points.
Yeah, I might have to pull out the PowerPoint, John. You might be having a little click in your hand. Yes, and on this next slide,
like, don't worry about taking notes. I can send the PowerPoint. You're right. I ain't sending no PowerPoint.
So,
you know how long it took me to work on this?
So I'll tell you how you can hang out with me in D.C. Now, I'm super excited because I'm going to D.C. I've never spoken in D.C. before.
No, in your hometown? Yes. Your family going to come out? Nah. Yeah, they ain't coming out.
Madam Money was like, hey, you got any people that's coming to the show? I was like, well, Madam Money, you know, I was a little thug growing up, so I might not want a bunch of people knowing I'm there. Because you know how they think you famous now. Like,
they're going to be like, oh, yo, let me borrow something.
No, they be like, hey, babyface, remember that $200 I gave you back in '83?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They want their money back.
With interest.
Or remember that job we did? I don't know what she's talking about.
Babyface, remember that package I had gave you? At 85, and you say your mama had took it. Hey, I need that back, partner. I'd be like, man, the statue. Let me take.
I was say, look, a statue of limitations. Boy, hush up. I was gonna say, but I'm pretty sure that there are some people that are proud of you that would love to end up going.
Yes, I am so looking forward to seeing
all
my sister
two of them
and my brother. Right? Did I just snort?
You
Lord have mercy.
You did. See,
Hey.
I told you got something in your throat.
Also, we're gonna tell you why is it that Why is it that Uber and Facebook can find you, but 911 can't find you? I'm going to tell you about the problems with that. And we got a couple of guests coming by today. Ada's going to be hanging out with us. First question I asked Ada, hey, have you done radio? She was like, no, but I've done TV. I was like, it's not the same.
It's not the same.
That's
the reason why she won't stop moving.
Right, exactly. Like enjoy in the morning.
Yeah, act like you did.
On Sensation Station
like
Network.
it's TV.
We'll be right back.
She's just a swinger.
Hey, Hey, Stacey, good morning. Hey, Rhonda, good morning to you. Sean Monroe. Hey, darling, good morning. Hey, Stacey, Renee, Sharice B. Thomas. Hey.
Lake El Dorado. Enjoy Coachella with Flair with a 2-person TP or 4-person tent.
Sean,
all
I miss
for
you, and
the
I'ma
price
call
of
you
$5,600.
today, huh?
I said all for the price of $5,600.
I'm gonna call you today.
Yeah, it's on an Indian reservation. So
Did I miss something, Sean?
No.
Did I miss something? Oh, that's a record player.
and it's 2 separate weekends.
Wait, it's 420.
It's
but
two-
they say you can't.
It's 2 separate weekends. It's the first. There's a first weekend and then the second one, like the 13th through the 15th, and then the 20th through the 22nd or something
Well,
like
the
that.
folks at
But the
Coachella,
420
where they're doing it, it is a city called Indio. INDIO. They say you can't be smoking weed there, even though it's legal to smoke in Cali. Not here.
I'm about to say.
Y'all ain't gonna be getting high on our plantation.
I'm like,
On our plantation.
that's the whole purpose of Coachella.
Beyonce did this shit too.
Probably.
She canceled last year, right?
Yeah, she had.
She had the baby.
Because she was pregnant. Bye. You can't do it while you pregnant. It ain't like you be performing hard.
Boy, shut up. She give her whole. She give it all to you.
Mariah get more moves than you, B.
No.
He know he lying. Now he know he lying. Mariah don't move. Mariah got to the point where she don't even sing the songs no more.
Right.
She got the backup
Right.
singing. She had the
Hand the
mic
mic.
to the audience. Go ahead, y'all do it. I saw that meme. It was like when you get your check up front. Hand the mic to the audience. So the audience singing everything.
That was the worst concert.
When B got down, fell down them steps, and got back up.
And
Still did the show.
kept going.
Oh, girl.
Right. She was like talking about, I don't give my all. Boy, you better be quiet. It's just so many people.
Hey, what's your that website?
www.prisonersheart.com.
Oh, Cardi B is gonna perform. Beyonce, Chloe and Haley. Oh, the twins. They in music. Deja Loaf,
Is that right there?
Eminem, French Montana. There's a lot of other people, but I don't necessarily know who they are. Jamiroquai. Oh. Jadana, right? Jadana.
I'm a classy man.
Yeah. Come on. See, I wonder whether or not it's if they perform in each weekend
What up, Dante?
or you
What's
gotta.
happening?
Let me see if it says Migos, Miguel. Oh, they're performing both weekends. I'm about to say it'd be upset you end up buying a ticket for one and then you miss it. Oh, he's coming here.
Mm-hmm. So they talking about be careful. You know,
What y'all up to? Would y'all go to Coachella if someone sent you tickets? Hey Joseph, hi Affinity, hey Calvin, good morning.
Are we gonna come back?
Party favor. He got a dope track.
Oh. All right then.
Cardi.
No, that's Nikki.
Oh yeah. SZA.
Michael and Joy in the morning.
Whoop whoop.
MichaelandJoy.com. Awesome show for you today. You know why? Because it is the 8th of January, 2018.
And on this day, it is National Bubble Bath Day.
Nice.
On a cold winter's day, relaxing in a nice, warm, hot bubble bath sounds like the perfect way to commemorate today. It's celebrated annually on January 8th. The bubbles on top of the water, also known as a foam bath,
insulate the bath water, keeping it warmer for a longer period of time.
Nice.
Now, the only thing about bubble baths afterwards is I feel like I still need to take a shower.
That's how I am when I take a bath, period. Like,
Yeah.
I think the bath is just like the pre-wash deal, and then you take a shower.
Well, I've
afterwards.
actually heard people say that they take showers first, and then they take the bubble bath.
Oh,
Which I
okay.
guess would make sense, because then you can kind of, like, relax.
And you can relax in it. Yeah, maybe vice versa. When last time you taken a bath? No.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
yeah.
I never thought about the
Long while.
bubbles insulating the water and keeping the
I
water.
just thought it was cute.
Yeah,
I
it
thought
was.
I thought that was all that was.
Growing up,
Because
it
we
wasn't
must not have
cute.
did this day last
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't cute last in growing up because
Doing the
Mama
bubble
used to
bath.
always use Joy, like we ain't had like the real bubbles, so she'd use the dishwashing liquid, and you be smelling all lemony.
I just remember that little pink guy, that little pink bottle,
Oh,
Mr.
yeah,
Bubbles
Mr.
or something
Bubbles,
like that.
yes.
I remember Mr. Bubbles. I mean, Bertha, I guess that when you're a kid, you don't have no choice. It's like you got to do a bubble bath.
LaDon would have had to put in some work to get some Mr. Bubbles now.
Shout out to you, LaDon.
Shout out to LaDon. I love her. She would be so proud of me. Ada is in the building. Good morning, Ada.
Good morning.
Slide up a
She
little
like,
bit for me.
oh, y'all ready for me now?
Right.
Are you a bubble bath person, Ada?
I am.
Awesome. You have kids?
I have 4.
Okay, so kids love the bubble bath.
No, they do not.
Oh, they
like
don't.
showers.
They do the shower deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to showers.
Shower, yeah.
Now, do you have any bubble bath making things at the house though, just in case the babies wanted a bubble bath?
No.
Okay,
No,
but
she
you
was
make.
like, no, we
Use
passed
bubble
that.
baths.
Oh, they okay. Oh, you do the bubble
Yeah,
bath.
I do.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who is Ada? Who are you?
Oh, wow. I'm a survivor.
Yes.
I'm an author.
Nice.
I'm a mother. I am a woman.
There you go.
Amen.
Where you from?
I'm from Atlanta.
ATL, shout out.
right.
What high school?
What high
I
school?
went to Southwest DeKalb High School.
Ah, boy,
yeah.
Southwest Academy putting out some
I was
winners
in the
though. I
house.
hear you there.
Right.
I know. You wanted to go to Doug though, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Don't lie.
She
No.
said,
No,
no.
we had the best band.
Yeah, y'all did.
Yeah.
We had the best everything else though.
No, you really didn't.
Come on, man. We are the
Okay,
home.
I'm from Atlanta, so I'm not going, I ended up having to stop going to Southwest DeKalb, but, I'm still Southwest DeKalb for life.
What happened? You got a little trouble?
I got pregnant.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to say, see where that happened was you just gonna go there.
Yeah, right.
Just pull it all
Right,
out.
my
I had to
bad.
do that open campus thing. I don't know if you from Atlanta?
Oh yeah, I know
I
what
had
you
to do
talking
that
about.
open campus thing with that dual enrollment. So,
Oh,
yeah.
nice. But look at you now.
Yeah,
Prisonsheart.com.
right.
And you're a survivor.
That's right.
You are really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
She said, yeah, I am.
Now you mentioned you've done TV before.
I have.
You have?
I have.
What have you?
Actually, I worked for Regions Bank up until
Okay.
the end of September of last year. And I was recognized for my work in the community through Regions Bank, and it was picked up by Channel 5.
Okay.
Oh.
And so they came over and did the interview, followed me around a little bit, and yeah, I was on TV about my story.
Oh.
So it was exciting.
And today we're gonna talk
Wow.
about your story today,
Absolutely,
right? And how
absolutely.
you are a survivor. Maybe we can play some Destiny's Child.
All right,
Maybe we
now.
can
That'd be
play
so
some
cool.
We got enough room for me to dance.
Hey,
I was like,
hey, this is slow Monday for us.
just as
So.
long as it's not that two-step Michael do.
Or that other dancing.
Yeah,
That Stewart Avenue jump.
Hey.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about,
Lord.
don't you? Hey,
She was
speaking
like,
about
nah, we ain't
dancing,
doing that
everybody in Cali gonna be dancing at Coachella 2018 because it does fall on the weekend of 420 to be more specific. But those hoping to score and smoke weed openly in Indio are out of luck because despite California legalizing it, the city of Indio, where Coachella takes place, is cracking down on marijuana use. Now, the city isn't allowing the selling, cultivating, or distributing of cannabis. Now, under the new law, each town can decide whether to allow recreational weed sales. And sorry to harsh on your buzz in Coachella, but Indio's decided that it is a no-go to be smoking weed in our city during Coachella.
I'm about to say, yeah, about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to do their best to try to crack down on it, but it's going to be so many people at Coachella that it's going to be really hard, to actually crack down on it.
There's a new special on Netflix called Dope, and
Oh, yeah.
they are going through like the different dopes. Like I started watching the heroin one. I had to turn that one off because that just got too eerie for me. And then they had the one on the marijuana, boy. That weed that be coming out of Mexico,
It's
boy, you
pretty
can get
intense.
if you got a plug in Mexico to get one of them bundles for $100, you in there. Cause they get to America, them bundles be like 11,000.
I
I'm
was
like,
gonna say, which is why it's legal in Cali.
right, exactly.
They was like, hold up, Mexico right there, Cali right here. We gotta work this out. We gotta figure out a way to make some money off of this.
Hey, when we come back, we're gonna talk more about Prisoner's Heart. We're gonna talk to Ada. She's hanging out with us today. And we got your birthdays and shout outs. You can give us a call today.
Whoop, whoop.
Nope, I'm lying. Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. Let's go.
I'm lying.
You a mess.
Hey, Teresa, said, good morning, Dante. Hey, Miss Wileen. Hey there. Hey, Patricia Sims Combs.
This is a joystick, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. You said you survived. You mean breast cancer survivor?
No.
Oh, okay.
Life.
It's a life survivor.
Baby
Okay.
girl life.
Oh yeah, so if you wanted to go on, if you wanted to,
You don't know how to work it.
you just put your, yeah, just put your.
Oh, that's good.
Mhm.
Like, I guess I gotta turn it around so they look at me. It's a little close. Let me see if I got my makeup okay.
Oh, you're so silly.
That's good.
She said it's a little close.
It is a little close.
Well, where it's supposed to be?
I don't know, but you know, you're trying to hide them little blemishes when you start getting over 40.
Oh, girl, I don't know why they got them too. Look, Eric. Look, they got them too. They be all right.
My Instagram is something about this. If that is naked.
That's what I tagged about.
I was sitting there like something not without the extra S. I was looking for it on Instagram and I don't know why, but I kept adding the extra S. But I found
Got your
it.
book?
Yeah, it just came out.
Okay.
My
Whoop, whoop.
birthday.
Happy belated
I sold out at my
It's called
book signing. Mm-hmm. Actually have sold almost 500 copies now.
Good job. I was gonna say I didn't see it.
Terry Bello.
The title is
She.
okay, just she.
Mm-hmm. And it's just got a reverse. Becoming a woman. Becoming a she reverse.
Okay, I saw it. I just wasn't sure how long. Okay. And they can buy it on your website.
Yeah. Amazon.
Coming back 2 minutes before the birthday.
Sean, can you turn me down a little bit?
BM, good morning. Hey Calvin. Hey Ludovica Amaraxi or Remy. That last name sounds
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. Don't forget, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Joy A. Pearson has been working diligently behind the scenes, creating us a YouTube page. Michael and Joy, when you subscribe, it'll tell you when we're on. I can tell you now, we're on every
gonna
day,
say
Monday
we
through
are
Friday,
on.
7 to 9. You can check us out. Ada's hanging out with us today.
I was like, what?
I know,
I didn't know where he was going with
Yeah,
that.
sorry about
I mean, the pause was awkward.
very awkward.
So anyway, so
Ada's here
yes,
today.
shout out to you, Ada.
Ada, you said you are a survivor.
I am.
You been through a lot.
I've been through
What,
a lot.
did the early pregnancy, was that like the beginning of the downfall for you?
No.
Not downfall, but you know what I mean.
The big going through a lot.
No, being molested at 5 was the
Mm.
And so I was molested at 5, and it was from 5 to 11 by about 7 different people.
Are you serious?
And these are people that were in our circle of family.
It usually
Wow.
is, isn't it? Statistically, it's usually so. It's usually someone that is close to the family, things like that. Oh my
That no
goodness.
one would expect.
Right.
And then, so how do you say something when you're just that young? Like, how do you speak up?
You say it. I mean, it's one of those things where, you know, as a child, your parents don't really believe a lot of the things you say. And so the first person that was somebody my mom trusted. Actually, she was dating, and I spoke up, and she said, "We wouldn't do that to you." And you know, when our parents bring people in, you don't want to believe that they would do things to hurt their kids. And so after a while, I began journaling. At 5, I still have my journals.
Mm.
We moved a whole lot because we weren't my mom was a single parent, of course. We moved a lot, but I still have those little notebooks where I wrote, you know, it hurt, it touched me, that kind of stuff. And I won't touch them. I have journals. I journal every single day, sometimes twice a day. And so that's my out. That's how I get out. And so I started writing in those journals, and that helped me. And so from that point until 11, of course, being molested. And at 11, I just was like, y'all don't stop touching me.
Right.
I was like, at this point, you don't stop touching me. And I remember the person that first molested me was the person that was the last to molest me.
Oh,
and
wow.
I pulled a knife out, and I slept with it under my pillow. And I was like, if he come in here, he going back.
Right.
And so that was at 11. And at that point, it was more so, you know, now I have no self-worth. Now I'm 11. I'm trying to figure out why all these things are happening. And again, my mom was going through some things. She was trying to find herself. And my father went to jail when I was 13. So he went to federal prison. And at that point, it left me without a father figure. And so here I am looking for love in all the wrong places. And I got pregnant at 14. I had 2 kids by 16.
Oh, wow.
And so I remember the pivotal moment for me was at 15. I was pregnant with my second child. I needed somebody to talk to, and nobody was there. And so I attempted suicide while pregnant with my second child. And I woke up, and it was like noon, and everybody was gone. I was soaking wet. My daughter, who was not even a year old, was crying. And the baby inside me kicked me, and I was like, okay, I didn't die, but I'm looking around like, where is everybody?
Right.
And it was like 8 o'clock before people got home, but I thought about it. My daughter would have been there alone. I would have been laying there dead, and she would have just been there. Nobody there for her. And it was like, okay, you got to get yourself together. I heard God say, you know what, not again. Don't do that again.
Wow.
You know that that baby kicking you at that pivotal moment was God saying, you got to get it together.
Absolutely.
Hey, when we come back, we're going to talk more with Ada. We're going to talk about the book. We're going to talk about the foundation. You got a whole lot of stuff that you're working on. You get that's all sad in here. We need to lighten the mood up in here today, boy.
was like,
Raleigh.
She was like, look, we done sold over 500 books.
Right, exactly. We're talking about that book. Hey, I got to say
Stories,
good morning.
testimony.
If you got a birthday today, shout out to you and happy birthday to you. You ready for the birthday, Sean? Yep, there you go. Dun, dun. You hear that right there? That's my cue to go.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, there you go right there. Hey, if you're having a problem setting goals and you want to take your business to the next level, you got to holler at our coach, Coach Oliver Adams. He will help you get unstuck and get back to the road of success. It's time to set realistic goals and take control of your future. All you got to do is if you want a complimentary phone session with the coach today, just go to the website, power2live.net. That's power2live.net. Yo, also, if you're celebrating a birthday today, here's some celebs that you share that same day with. Gotta say happy birthday to Mr. Chi-Town himself, Mr. Robert Kelly,
Hey,
a.k.a. Aura Kelly.
Or Kelly.
51 years old today. Shout out to you, Robert. Also celebrating a birthday today, my partner over there in North Korea, Kim Jong-un, 35 today. I did not know Kim Jong-un was only 35, right.
I was going to say, was that young? Yeah.
That Negro crazy. Sorry.
I was going to say, well, then there's that.
Yeah, he's crazy. But Kim Jong-un is celebrating a birthday today. I don't know how he made this list. Shout out to our interns for putting the birthdays together today. Also, got to say happy birthday to Carolina Herrera, the designer. She's 79 years old today. Also, some WB birthdays. WB, Ada, would have been birthday. If David Bowie would have been here today, he would have been 71 years old today.
Held on.
But unfortunately, he passed away 2 years ago at the age of 69. I didn't realize him and the model were still together when they were married. It wasn't Naomi, was it? It was the other one.
Iman,
yeah. David
the other
Boyd.
gorgeous
yeah,
black
model. Yes.
The other gorgeous black model.
Also
right.
celebrating a birthday today, would have been celebrating a birthday today. He would have been 83 years old today. The king of rock and roll, allegedly, Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley is celebrating a birthday today. He would have been 40. No, he passed away when he was 42 years old. He OD'd in the bathroom back in the day. But he would have been 83 years old today. And a couple of belated birthdays over the weekend. Gotta say happy belated birthday to little Blue Ivy.
Oh,
yeah,
Blue Ivy
Blue
Carter.
is 6 years old today. Nicolas Cage had a birthday. Jeremy Renner had a birthday. Also, the young kid from Blackish, Marcus Scribner, the son. The light skinned dude, funny little dude on Blackish. He had a birthday to what?
I mean, we just laughing at you. I mean,
the little light skinned dude.
Just the way you saying them.
Oh, my bad. But yeah, he had a birthday, and Katie Couric had a birthday over the weekend. And
Katie Couric.
Yes.
Katie Couric.
And I gotta give a very special happy birthday shout out to one of our partners, one of our mutual homegirls, Tiffany.
Yes,
celebrating her birthday today. Oh, Tiff celebrating her birthday today.
Happy birthday.
And I gotta say good morning to my man Treetop on Facebook. Say hey to Treetop, Joe.
Hey, Treetop.
Y'all know Treetop gave my name. I'm trying to see when I come back to DC that weekend if I owe him some money. Let me
Trust
find
me,
out.
he'll tell you.
Yeah, he gonna tell me now. Hey, if you celebrate,
He gonna tell you now so y'all have it.
Right.
He tell you then it'll be too late. Oh, I'll get that back to you next time I come to DC. If you're celebrating a birthday, happy birthday to you from us, Michael and Joy X. This is
What up,
Station
Kevin?
Network.
Yay!
Yeah, you wait. Hey, Joy Pete. Oh, hey, realize, Calvin. Good morning.
Hey, Tim Clark.
Yeah, I'd like to post the. I'm still just trying to get content, to put on our website. So I'd like to post the YouTube page directly, and then also just kind of like you do like a little. And then I'll send you the link, and then you can, share it to them and have it.
So you married?
I'm divorced. 9 years.
Divorced 9 years? Okay.
I just caught off an engagement in June.
Really? Somebody almost had you? Almost got you.
She said almost. See, what had happened was.
Almost had her, boy. Somebody was scooped her up.
She's
back to Journal of a Single Chick.
You so crazy.
That's a book. That's on my book. Seriously.
Oh, it is?
Journal of a Single Chick.
That's not this sheet. Oh, you got another one you write.
I got 3 books.
Okay. Oh, you got 3 books out? Go, girl.
Yeah.
She was like, yes, we just talking about this one, guys.
I've been doing this for a long time. I probably got
I'm about to say, what you were a journalist since you was 5. You got about 100 books in it.
Journey
You
of a
could come
Single
out with a
Chick.
kid's book.
Journal.
Single Chick. And Afraid of the Dark is my first book.
Joy, you want to redo my cover for me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm my partner right there.
Journal of a Single Chick.
It's probably hard to date you, right?
No. You just have to be honest.
Okay.
So in other words, yes.
Right.
I was like, so in other words, yes, because y'all out here lying, fellas. Y'all out here lying.
I'm on my way. God damn it. Okay, no, I'm not on my way. I'm still in the house.
Ain't left it. Ain't left it
You
all.
was in my room. Oh, fly on the wall.
I'm still in the house. God damn it. I lied to you.
Right.
I didn't
Don't let
lie.
this be the end.
I didn't lie. Sorry.
Yeah, is it hard to date me? I've been told that it's too much.
I'm on my way. Where you at? On 285.
Yeah.
Nigga, where at on 285?
You put that tracker on real fast.
Oh,
if
did
I
you
live-
say tracker?
If I live
Put
on,
that tracker on real fast.
if I'm off of Campbellton Road and you at Perimeter, that is not on 285.
Ooh, I'm about to pause this because you like talking my life right now.
Hey, ATL, shout it. You know how we do. Now, I'm originally from D.C., but I've been living in Atlanta since 87.
Oh, okay.
86,
Okay.
87,
Okay.
86.
But you know they got that little new thing called Waze. Where you can say, send me your location real quick and I'm going to track your ride. So don't be lying to me. I don't like liars.
Wow.
Right.
Hey, this how it's gonna be.
Right.
She said they got that new app, girl. That app is old, first off, and second of all, I am not playing with y'all. I need you to send me your location.
Send me the location. Let me see what.
Send me
Your location.
Smoking some
Communication. Look, speaking of communication, speaking of not lying. Hello.
Craig, you ain't gotta lie. No,
Yeah.
that ain't it. It isn't.
Yeah, you ain't gotta lie, Craig. Yep. That's exactly who it is. Yep. You ain't gotta lie, Craig. Bye, Felicia. I can see her saying that real quick.
I take mistakes. You can't lie.
You only bought mine? What? She lying? Look at she just lied.
I didn't.
So, Joe, I'm about to talk about you this break right here.
Be my guest. Be my guest. Be my guest.
Hey, come give me some love. We ain't seen each other.
No, I saw you this morning. Get away.
Mind you, we ain't seen each other all weekend.
So?
We a team.
Okay. High five.
My high five, no hug.
Good Lord.
And Miss Crawford, how you doing? I can't get no love. Can I get some love from my Facebook family? Look, Joy, they'll do it. Hey, guys.
They ain't got no choice.
Nice to see y'all.
Focus on communication.
Treetop, you ain't say I owe you no money, so
Right,
it's
right.
gonna sit right here. Ada Gardner. Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. Hanging out with survivor Miss Ada Gardner. She's also an author. Very powerful story that we're talking about today. We're going to talk about her new book, She, and then we're going to talk about some of them other books that she has written. Especially
She
that one,
has.
the Journal of a Single Chick.
Man, I'm pretty sure that one sold out too.
Man, for real.
Cause it's
See
plenty.
her life, dating, how it's dating
But
her,
that might not necessarily be her life. It could be, fiction.
It's my life.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be very
She was just like, oh no, no, it's all me.
It's all me.
When did you write that one?
It started 2 years after I got a divorce.
Okay.
So, yep, it started then.
Okay.
Hey, speaking of divorce, Joy and I will never get divorced ever. However, she almost got divorced this weekend.
No. Okay.
Joy, you have this thing that you do. So we do the show Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9, every day. And like during the week, like we have other things that we do during the week. So once I leave here, I have a full schedule. Once Joy leaves, she has a full schedule. Sometimes she may go home and take a nap, though, won't you?
Later
Later on.
Closer to 1.
But then usually once the show is over on Friday, I kind of decompress and like, okay, like I do my stuff during the week and I decompress on Friday, Saturday. Not Joy A. Pearson though. Joy A. Pearson will like to do work. You was trying to make me update the website Saturday, Friday night or something.
No, I was just saying that it needs to be updated. That was all I was saying. And unfortunately, because I'm locked out of Facebook, I can't post on Facebook. So that means that you have to do it.
You send me that message, and you always do this. Good morning, Michael. Like every time I see that, I'm like, I done something wrong. You know how you
say I could be like, look, little boy, can you post this on Facebook? At least I start off with something nice, build, break, build,
Build, break, build. Is that Brenton's deal?
That's how you win people over. You know how to move my cheese. You got to build people up and break them down and then build them back up. Get on out there. Go on out there and do some work.
Weekend in D.C.
Right, go on. Build, break, build. Yep.
Hashtag BM. But no, Joy, she keeps me on my toes though. But she do it at the oddest times in the world. Like Joy send me a message at 11:30 at night, and I'm asleep.
Yeah, I
Like
know,
when I
but
saw
you'll
that
get it.
video.
You'll get it in the morning.
Yeah, it depends.
Anyway,
hang out with
needless
us
to
today.
say, the website looks nice. Thank
Yes,
you.
it does. You're doing an amazing job. So we can do the video and audio
Yep,
on
so you
there
can do
too?
video, audio. You know, you can link to the YouTube page. You can embed videos onto the page from YouTube. So, yeah, you know, we got to make it happen.
Well, speaking of making things happen, Macy's is making it happen because the retail giant will cut another 5,000 jobs and close 7 more stores in Florida, California, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, and Vermont. The moves are part of a plan announced back in 2016 to close 100 stores. Now, Macy's announced in a press release Thursday that it will shutter 7 new locations it had previously not identified for closures. So listen up, guys. If you live in any of these cities, I'm telling you, the prices in these stores, they about to start doing some price cutting. And hit up that INC for me. So do me a favor. If you're in any of these cities, let me know. I'm going to send you my sizes so you can scoop your boy up some stuff. If you live in Miami, that downtown Miami locations where that Macy's is, they closing. If you're in Gainesville,
Did you
Florida.
say-
Huh?
Scoop you up something?
Yeah.
Well, go on get a medium while you're there.
Also, if you're in Gainesville, the Oaks, Macy's is closing down. The furniture store in California is closing. All my friends in Indiana, that Honeycutt Mall, that Macy's is shutting down. What? If you're in Michigan,
It's getting cut.
oh yeah, cut. Oh, that was a cut noise. Also in Michigan, the Brentwood Mall, Macy's is closing down. All my folks up in Cincinnati, Ohio, the Fountain Place Macy's is shutting down. And last but not least, if you're in Vermont, the Burlington Town Center Macy's will be shutting down. The bad part about doing that story is I hope that people that's listening now that work at Macy's, that they didn't know their store was shutting down. And I just announced it on air. Oops. My bad.
They ain't gonna be. I ain't coming in. For what? We ain't gonna be here.
Michael and Joy said y'all closing the doors. You know what? Do us a favor. All y'all can
At
just
least wait
pack
till
up,
Friday.
come to Atlanta, hit that Macy's at Greenbrier, because they ain't never closing that joint down.
Or that one at Cumberland.
Or that one at Cumberland. Never closing it down. Or you can go to the Macy's at Lenox, because that one, boy, they always doing some reconstruction there. Boy. So you always got
Reconstruction
it
is
there.
always a sale.
Always the same.
It's like you can always take the stuff that people move from one section. Yeah, that could be your job.
There you go. That'll be you, the
Mhm,
merchandise.
your online sale pickup.
Hey, when we come back, we got more with Ada. Also, we got the Apple's. Why can't 911 find you, but Apple and Uber can find you? I mean, like it ain't nothing.
I was gonna say easy.
Easy. It's Michael and Joy in the morning at michaelandjoy.com.
Whoop whoop. Easy.
See if we can get you a date today.
No, wait.
Ada, a date today.
She said, no. I am okay.
We're busy now.
Yeah, whatever. You be alright.
Uber busy.
She said Uber busy. You ain't that busy,
Yeah,
girl.
I'm Uber busy.
Get you a date.
This is setup.
Yup.
This is setup.
She said this is set up. This is set up. Guess when we do the call-in, we can have. You can, Sean. When we do the call-in, you can turn it up and they can hear, or they'll only be able to hear.
Say it again.
When we do the call-in at 8, you'll only be able to hear if you're actually listening to the headphones.
Yeah, if as far as in here,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You can turn on up there.
a little bit, but you're gonna have some feedback.
Oh, okay.
I turn up a little bit, but not too
Okay.
much.
It was gonna be like, oh, all right, well.
Who are these guys?
Travis, Wolfe, and his son, motivational speakers,
Oh, okay.
but they're based out of Philly.
Oh, okay.
A father and son
Oh,
duo.
we're about to kick that ass this weekend up in Philly. That's how we can get that conversation started. Ain't that right?
Right.
Ain't that right? Man, the Falcons are gonna come up there and rock that thing. Look what picture popped up with CC before titty all on my stomach. Look how fat my stomach was.
That's you?
Mm-hmm. How fat my stomach was.
You didn't work it out. Come on now.
That's how you want to see them abs?
No, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm all right.
Oh, okay. Trigger!
I'm like, why would we want to do that?
Joy, don't hate.
I'm at the gym.
But which people you want them to hear? These people here?
Uh-huh. It's just a
You can take
YouTube.
those headphones, just kind of Put it up there,
So hood. So hood.
I'm sorry.
You can't
What
say
up,
it.
Harnett?
I was gonna
Hey,
say.
Nikita.
It was more for the YouTube.
You just do like this.
More for YouTube. What you want me to do again?
You put them headphones, put it right behind there.
They put the headphones up
Yeah,
there.
wrap it around and put it out that way.
Okay, I got you, Sean. I'm gonna wrap the headphones around the phone. It's all good. Hey, Antib. Hey, Alan Waters. Good morning. How are you?
I'll come back.
Got it. Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. Hanging out with Miss Ada Gardner, author, motivational speaker,
Whoop,
survivor.
Amen.
Survivor. I'm about to say survivalist or something like that.
Survivor. What?
Tell us about the new book, She.
She is a book that I wrote. I think that women, we connect based on our experiences. So if we would learn how to just share our experiences with each other, we wouldn't have to worry about envy, jealousy, deceit. Kind of, we quick to down each other. So I put She together because it's a number of stories about us, and it has journal space after every story. So like the first chapter is about power and the power that women have, and it starts with from the womb to the world, from the world to the word, from the word to wisdom, and from wisdom to winning. And so we talk about winning, and as women, we can win if we start to give our kids back. So they come from God, and then we give them back to God. And we have so much power, and we need to learn how to utilize that power positively to assist and help each other to get to where we need to go. And so I heard Taraji say, women have the power to change the world. We really do. And if we would kind of get together and know those different types of powers. So it's stories in there that you can connect to. I don't care where you are in your life. You can connect to stories in She. And it has journal space at the end, and it asks you a question at the end of every single chapter, like power. What is your superpower as a woman? So it's interactive. It allows you to write down your thoughts, and then to keep it as a journal to go back to. I'm big on journaling, so it's the beginning of multiple journals for me for women.
Was it a woman? Was it a woman that helped you, like, with all the stuff that you went through from 5 to 11? Was it a woman that helped you get over that?
Yes, it was a woman at Open Campus, and it was a teacher. She had us journaling every morning. I don't know if you guys remember, but in school, if you went to your English class, your language arts class, the first thing you do was journal. You journal. And I didn't think she was reading it. And I would get on the bus in the morning with these 2 babies and walk up my mom's hill and down the hill. I had one on my hip and one in the stroller. And when
That
I
hood carry too, wasn't it?
Yes, and by the time I get to school, I'd be in tears, so I journaled it. And she was reading it, and one day she pulled me out of the classroom. She said, I have somebody I want you to talk to. She brought her friend in who was a therapist, who had been through some of the things that I was going through. I couldn't connect. I was angry, so I couldn't connect with anybody. So you could give me a therapist if you wanted to. It wasn't going to work. I needed to know that you had experienced something and you understood my pain. And she did it for free. So she became my mentor. And Dr. Dugas Buns, and I don't know where she is right now, but she became the person that I relied on, and she helped me through that process. And they got me in dual enrollment at DeKalb College, and I was a straight A MD student. I wasn't dumb, I just had issues. And she connected with me, and I was mean to her, like mean. I was like, what you
I
want?
could see that too, because you had built up this barrier, probably against everybody.
I don't want to talk to nobody. All it was about was me and my kids. I just said when I get grown, me and my kids gonna get on the bus and we leaving Georgia. And I'm not talking to anybody.
And girl, you still here.
I'm still here.
So
I'm trying to get out.
I'm about to say, so about leaving Georgia.
I was gonna leave Georgia, and she made me understand that it was generational curses that I had been, and generational curses, you don't blame anybody. It's a generation of things that have happened that people are not strong enough to break. And I didn't get that, but she made me start looking at life that way. And so I was angry, I was mad, and she fought me through it, and she would hug me, and when I cried, she just let me cry. And she talked me through it and told me how to, present myself. And I've always been this woman that wanted to put on makeup and do, I've always been pretty. But she made me be that mother to my girls and to make sure that I understood that anything I did was going to affect them.
Okay.
I was gonna say, ain't no generational curse no more. You done broke that.
Oh, we don't play that.
I was gonna say, you done totally broke that. I can just assume, and I'll just ask, the relationship that you have with your daughters is a lot different than the relationship that you have with your mom.
Absolutely. My daughters are my biggest support system. When I left my job, I was voluntold by God to leave the job. And so when I said I'm leaving, I talked to them first. And my daughter said, Mom, if you have to come and stay with me, you better go do what God told you to do.
Oh, you got grown kids.
Right.
Hold on, she said,
I mean, 25 and 26. I have two younger ones at home, but I have a 24 and 25-year-old. Yeah. I have a grandbaby. She's 4.
You know she was.
And so, and my daughter said, Mom, if you have to come and live with us, go do what God told you to do. So I have a good support system. And let me just say, my mom and I, we have the best relationship. Mm-hmm. She is the best grandmother in the entire world. And we have built a relationship based on the fact that I understand her.
Mm-hmm.
One of our listeners in Indiana just texted in and asked, what is an open campus? Y'all didn't have no roof on y'all school or something? They don't know what open campus means.
See, what had happened.
Just tell them what that means. You was bad.
No. Wait, did you say it was bad?
She just said she had better grades than you, Michael.
Right.
She didn't.
Open
she
campus
did.
was the school that you went to as an alternative school. So if you had kids, if you were bad, Michael, you probably ended up there.
Oh.
And so if you were bad or you had things that happened to you, you could go to open campus and get your credits in 2 semesters. So
I know that's
You
right.
trying to be funny.
I'm about to say, that sounds like you should go there instead of regular school if you could get it in 2 semesters.
Yeah,
Look, I wasted a lot of time at regular school. I should have.
For your information, Miss Ada Gardner, I made the honor roll in the 6th grade, so don't play. Do not play, shawty.
You went all the way back to 6th grade.
Hey, I was on that
Bless
list.
your heart.
Washington Highland Elementary School, 4th quarter, Michael McFadden, honor roll.
Look,
Don't play.
Look, and then he got it, and then he couldn't show nobody because school was over.
out there. Didn't nobody know. But me and my mama. Hey, when we come back,
Well, congratulations.
we got some callers that's going to call in to get us motivated for
Amen.
2018. And,
It's Michael and Joy.
Yeah.
Subscribe to us on YouTube, Michael and Joy. All right, guys, on Periscope, I am headed over to Instagram. So if you are up there, please go to You Bring Me Joy and listen to the rest of the show. Or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, Michael and Joy on YouTube, and then you can watch the rest of the show from there. You guys have an amazing day. Hey, Kathy. Good morning, Miss Kathy. Oh. Hey, Alan Waters.
Sandra.
Right. Yep. Okay. All right. What day? I guess I'll stay. I'm about to say they both on Instagram too, but I always feel bad leaving it Periscope when there's people up there. You know what I mean?
Periscope. I have never done Periscope.
Periscope. Your nails are cute. Good morning. State of the Woman is coming up.
Yeah.
Hey.
Station network coming up.
That's probably the caller.
Okay, Travis, hold on, please. About to bring you in.
Let me get the
break.
headphones.
What, 3 minutes, okay? On hold, all right? Hold on.
Hey, sister cousin. Hey, Ifogu Koduch. I might have messed that all up.
Hey, Danny, it's Michael and Joy in the morning. You can subscribe on YouTube.
Oh, hold up. I can't play that up there. That's music. I was like, hold on. Let me.
And what else are they on?
We're on Periscope and then YouTube, Michael and Joy.
YouTube and Michael and Joy. So you can go online and see.
State of the Woman. Whoop, whoop.
Right. I'm excited about that.
State of the Woman, January 20th.
I just started writing for Exposure magazine.
Oh, good. Now, I know you were journaling, but did you ever think that you would end up turning it into, books and
Not at the
journals? And you ever thought about doing anything with any of your work from when you were younger?
I had
children's books,
like children's
something like
books. I thought about it. My daughter is my 13-year-old is an artist. She draws.
So you got your graphic artist right there.
And then we'll come in to try.
Okay. That's awesome. We gotta get her up here too.
She's pretty amazing.
Look, Kathy, On this day in 1790 in the United States, George Washington delivered the first State of the Union address. That's
On
cute.
top of the hour in 1 minute.
I was with Kathy last night. We did a photo shoot last night.
Aw, how cute, Kathy. How was it?
It was fun. We had a good time.
Oh, that's
We
good.
were just talking about combining our organizations.
Mhm.
And so we had like handcuffs and like Lonnie was.
Oh, y'all cuffing each other.
Right, right. It was cute. Can't wait to see the pictures.
What up, Lonnie? Hey, Miss Rucker, I ain't gonna put your government Southview name out there. I remember. Yup.
Top second hour.
You can put the earphones on. You don't wanna mess up your hair.
Hey, mess up my hair. Can I put them on to the side?
Or underneath.
There we go.
She said, or to the side.
What up, Lonnie? Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com is the website. Hey, don't forget that today's show is being brought to you by our very own Nikita, Todd, Stanley, and the Team Todd Realty Group, dedicated to helping people realize the dream of home ownership. For more information, all you got to do is visit the website, TeamToddRealtyGroup.com. Hanging out today with Miss Ada Gardner. We're talking about her new book. Also, we're going to talk about that first book, or that other book, The Journal of a Single Chick. Find out if she's still single in these streets in ATL. Shout it. Also, Oprah's powerful message last night at the Golden Globe Awards. And why is it that Facebook and Uber and all these people can find you, but 911 can't? I'll tell you what the problem is with their systems today, the 8th of January, 2018.
On this day in 1994, Tanya Harding won the Ladies U.S. Figure Skating Championship in Detroit, Michigan, a day after Nancy Kerrigan dropped out because of a clubbing attack that injured her right knee. The U.S. Figure Skating Association later took the title from Harding because of her involvement in the attack. Duh. And, you know, right now they actually have the movie coming out that is based off of this horrible scenario.
And the crazy part about it, Tanya Harding finally admitted to being involved in it. Right before this movie, as they was putting this thing together, she finally admitted after all of these years that she was involved.
We already knew her psycho butt was involved. She looked crazy.
Right, exactly. Like, how can you go out and skate after you didn't club little Nancy Kerrigan like that?
Bipolar.
Right. Hey, on the line right now, we're going to take a trip all the way up to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Got to say good morning to Mr. Travis T. Wolfe. Poor, abandoned, sexually abused, foster kid, runaway, homeless, arrested. Everything that happened to this brother. But guess what? 2018 is going to be the best year yet. Good morning, Travis. Man, we are awesome, man. Thank you for calling in this morning. What you got going on today? Man, thank you. Yeah. Exactly.
Amen.
Oh.
Now, you tell us a little bit about yourself, Trav.
Amen.
My behavior that was addictive from the apartment that we were in. And then I ended up going to a foster system when I was 8 years old. And it from the system, I was abused physically and mentally. I was starved and I was beaten, and I was raped and molested when I was 11 years old by a 16-year-old foster child. And when I was 12 years old, my father got me out of the group home that I was in. By the time I was 16, I ran away from my father. By the time I was 16, I was homeless, and between 16 and 18, I was kicked out of 6 different homes of different family members and friends. And I got to that point in my life where I got that fork in the road where I could go right or left. And I remember a mentor of mine had told me that through everything I had been through in my life, he saw greatness. Believe that if I just that I could overcome, that I could achieve and have and do and be anything I wanted to in life. And when I did that fork in the road, I decided to go straight, and here I am today. I'm an author, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm the owner of my own company, I'm the father and leader of a beautiful and successful family of entrepreneurs, all living out our own idea of the American dream. And I'm still in Philly right now, but my family's moving out to LA so they can thrive and do what they're doing. So I'm bi-coastal right now. And life's just a journey, a great journey. I'm an international transformational speaker, so using my story to empower other individuals to overcome and win in their lives.
You know, Travis, when you hear your story and then we look at your son on Instagram and we hear the powerful words at his age, you know, you wouldn't think that your story was anything like what it is, because he is just an amazing individual at such a young age. How did you, what were you going through, or how did you know that you needed to do something different for your family?
Well, just going through the things that I had gone through, I did not want my kids to experience the same thing. And nobody ever nurtured my talents when I was younger. And I really wanted to make sure that I did. I had great parents. I told you about my parents. I had great parents, but they taught me exactly what not to do with my kids. So they were really, truly great teachers. And now, because of the things that I've been through with my parents and my family and my life, I can make the life that I want to for my kids. I would never allow them to have those experiences, to never allow them to go through anything that I went through in my life. And, sometimes I feel like it crippled them a little bit, but they were like, oh yeah, you don't never have, you're not from the streets, like you didn't grow up there, you don't have the streets and all this stuff, but they're so bright, so great in so many other ways, and I just have to make the life for them that they deserve to have.
Travis, we're going to do something that we normally don't do. We're going to ask you to hold on, and we're going to bring you back on the other side of this commercial. So when we come back, don't hang up. I hope you got enough minutes on your phone. All right, cool. That'll work. All right, hold on. We'll be back. It's more Michael and Joy in the morning. That's the Sensation Station Network.
Yeah, it's a call-in, guys, so it's not necessarily,
Someone's coming in?
no. So, I don't necessarily know whether or not you'll be able to.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, y'all. I thought I unplugged.
So,
Travis.
I don't know what to
Okay,
do.
Hold on, she ain't here tearing up. You were saying all those good words about Ada. She ain't here tearing up the damn studio.
We don't normally do call-ins, so I don't know. I tried to put the sound up. Maybe you can hear, but
Is your son on the phone with you?
I was like, yeah, because who keeps calling?
Yeah, someone's calling like they downstairs. That's what that call is.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
might be trying to call in on the other line.
Oh, he's in LA. Is he in LA? He just said his family was in LA.
We'll bring you back up after the break. We're going to say what's up to your son, and then you plug the book, and then we'll break it, okay?
That's him calling in. You can't hear?
He's going to,
That's his son calling in. On the other line?
he's gonna call him on a three-way.
Oh.
On his three-way. Hopefully that'll work. Yeah.
He's calling now.
And then he gonna call back.
No, I think he's on the line now.
No, he's not.
Good morning, Actor Gladden. Hey, Trina. Hey, T. Monique. Hey, the Melanin Advocate.
I hung up on him.
Sid, T. Monique.
What's up, Ronnie Moss? Good morning.
Hey,
You
Travis.
football fans?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what to tell you guys. tried to put the earphones up so you can hear. I don't know.
That's about it.
Okay, no problem. Fine. Or D, help her find a new boyfriend.
Sensation Station Network, how may I help you? Hello?
Look.
Okay. All right, well,
What's up,
go
Canard?
ahead.
Is that delayed?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
But
both
that's
online.
probably what it looked like now.
Oh, okay, hold on.
For more information on how you can adopt,
There's both of them.
USKids.org, a public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
I know you can't hear. I
Where's Al?
understand.
First breakup, do you A, put yourself in her shoes? How?
Hold on, Kathy. Let's
you
finish
really
this.
had the headphones up there?
Yeah.
Like that for real?
Mhm. Let's try this call in. Let's finish this call in, Kathy.
Kathy calling in too?
No, she wanted to try to be in the live video.
Oh, okay.
All right, coming back.
Let's do it right after. Michael and Joy on YouTube, but you're not going to be able to hear him up there either because it's a call in.
I'm going to sign off and sign back on.
Why you log on?
One person wanted to answer them. I don't like when you do that to me. I can't answer you.
Oh, when they be trying to come in. You gonna answer me now, girl.
She be adding.
Coming back.
Sound like old boy.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. We got the crew back on the line. Mr. Travis Wolfe is on the line. Travis, you with me, brother? What up, Travis Wolfe Jr.? How you doing this morning? I know you're super proud of your dad, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
We understand.
But yes, I learned kind of my dad that this person who inspired me to start my motivational speaking and stuff.
Well, congratulations to you,
Yes,
Junior.
sir.
Junior, when you hit that stage, do you get nervous like I do?
No, and for two reasons. One, because I know that I'm making a positive impact when I'm doing it, and that's what I do, and that's what I do, and that's what I want to do. So when I go on stage, actually, but I'm nervous before, and then once I get on, it's so good for me.
Now, for
Amen.
all of our listeners that are checking out you and your dad today, give them a positive message to get through this Monday for us.
I would just say, the first month, the first Monday of each year, and I would just say, get out of your comfort zone. It's a new year, I'm not excited. Don't feel, because you're going to lose all your friends, don't want to take up friends as your resolution stuff, but you're afraid to do it. But guys, if you know what you need to do in order to be successful, you get out of your comfort zone. You try some new things.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. How can people
I
follow
love it.
you,
Thanks,
Travis Jr.?
So you can follow me on Facebook, at Instagram, at Travis Jr. Those are all my handles.
Amen.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Dad, you got the book, Go Be Great. Tell us about the book and how we can grab a copy of that, Dad.
Oh man, the book is super phenomenal. It's not just shows up my life, but it also gives you practical and super amazing. To me, it's super amazing. I go with that. Super amazing, like tips, resources, and things to apply in your life right now, so that you can overcome and win. If you have a challenge in life you're trying to overcome, this book is actually has to be good. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it anywhere a book is sold. So, Stanley Wolfe is my handle on Instagram. Travis T. Wolfe on Facebook as well. And if you put me on Twitter, I don't really put it there, but I am T. Wolfe Empowered with the E. Don't forget the E. T. Wolfe Empowered, and that's one E. So TWOREMPOWERS.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Well, congratulations. Congratulations to you, your son, your entire family, man. super duper can't wait to meet you in person when
Yes,
you
sir.
ever in ATL, Georgia. Come holler at us. As a matter of fact, our Atlanta Falcons are making a trip up to Philly this weekend to give a beat down to y'all quarterbackless Philadelphia Eagles. So just FYI, I ain't petty. Yeah, I am petty. I'm sorry.
I ain't gonna say nothing. I know you're a die-hard fan.
I'm glad.
Gonna say fly, Eagles,
Hey,
fly.
I'm glad you didn't disrespect me because I can hang up this phone so fast, Travis. It's all good. Just like I'm about to do now. Thank you, brother.
Travis. Bye, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you, Travis. Thank you, Travis Jr.
Yeah, I hung up on him. What y'all gonna do? What?
Oh, what
Spark
an
the joy.
amazing.
We'll be back.
I was gonna say to hear his story and then to see, like, you know, the growth from that. Good morning, guys. Hey, Dr. Tori.
Hey, Dr. Tory.
Hey, Joseph. Hey, we are McFadden. We are Michael and Joy on YouTube as well. Oh, okay, you can turn it down now.
We on McFadden. I love that. Hey, Ayana. What up, Dave? Dave, I got
Thank
your shirt on.
Thank you, Sean. No.
For real. We
Facebook
doing
ain't
good.
playing.
We doing good.
YouTube ain't playing no games with the music. We are okay.
Hey, Travis, thank you, man. That was awesome, bro.
Thank you, guys.
And I was about to say, I ain't mean to hang up on you, but I'd be lying if I said that. I hung up on you on purpose, bro. Oh, man. Well, thank you guys, man. Whenever you're down this way, let us know so we can bring y'all through, okay?
Thank you, Travis.
All right, cool. Thanks, Travis. Y'all take care. Enjoy the rest of the day. All right. Peace.
Super dope.
I like him. Most men don't admit they've been sexually abused. There's so many of them.
Right. We've
That's right.
met a couple people that
Hey, Yana,
have been
good
on
morning.
the show, and that was their story too.
Hey, Miss Coleman, good morning.
It's out there. It's
You was bringing somebody up on the live, on your live feed, Joy?
Yeah, Kathy. Let me see if she can come back on. Let's see. Hey, the weekly allowance. Good morning. How are you? Let's see.
So, like, all the women had on black last night at the award.
The men too?
The men did too?
Mhm.
Everybody wore black.
Well,
Except Harvey Weinstein. He came in there all white.
I was gonna say some
like
people.
a virgin.
You're so stupid.
Sorry.
Too
Sure
soon.
you didn't know what you was getting yourself into. Join the mic.
For too long, women have not been heard or believed if they dare speak the truth to the power of those men. But their time is up. Come on, Oprah. Come through, Mama Oprah.
her on her Instagram feed getting ready.
Mm-hmm.
Stanley coming out of the back.
Yeah, I did too. Did you see her making the spaghetti? I was like, let me find out she's still cooking dinner first.
For Stanley, right? She keeping that man.
Yes, ma'am.
He keeping her.
They keeping each other.
They've been together for years.
Mm-hmm. She know what she. They know what they doing. They ain't playing with y'all. I don't know what's going on.
Gail with her, Gail was shocked in that dress.
Oh yeah, they both look great.
Coming back.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. Once again, shout out to Travis T. Wolfe and his son Travis T. Wolfe Jr. You can check those guys out. Go to MichaelandJoy.com for more information. Yes, I hung up on him on purpose.
Fly
Not
Eagles.
a mistake.
I can't say that.
Not a mistake at all. Congratulations to our Atlanta Falcons who defeated the LA Rams over the weekend. Congratulations to the New Orleans Saints who defeated the Carolina Panthers yesterday. Next week's playoff, we will see the Saints versus the Vikings and the Falcons versus the Eagles. And the winner of those two games will play for the NFC Championship.
Who ended up winning the Bills game?
The Bills lost yesterday.
Okay.
To Jacksonville, to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay.
I'm not a real.
Took forever for them to score.
Yeah, it was a good defensive game.
Very
And then
good.
tonight, if you are in ATL, Georgia,
ATL.
it is going down.
ATL.
The Georgia Bulldogs versus who?
ATL. Roll Tide.
Yes, there you go. Are you rooting for Alabama?
Why not?
You don't know.
I don't know.
Are you really?
Nah, I don't know.
No, okay.
I was gonna say no. I mean, I just like saying Roll Tide. I mean, I don't necessarily, because I just know I have seen some obnoxious people just drive in random spots and just yell it out.
Yeah.
Like just down the street, just stick their head out the window. Well, it's his brother coaches down there, so
Okay.
of course it kind of makes sense or whatever. But just Roll Tide just everywhere. It's just funny to me. You
And
know?
it'll be amazing because the Georgia Bulldogs have not won a national championship since 1980.
Since Carter.
Carter, yes,
Since
and
Carter.
Herschel Walker and Vince Dooley was the coach back in the day. But since 1980 was the last time that the Georgia Bulldogs have won a national championship.
So
And it'd be so
congratulations
cool,
and shout out to them.
For them, it's like a home game. Well, it is a home
It
game.
is a home
for them
game.
because they're playing here in Atlanta. Even though the University of Georgia is in Athens, by the way, for people that don't get it twisted, they don't
Well,
live
from what
here.
everybody says, you know, Bulldog fans will go wherever they
Wherever,
need to go.
yes,
they
they
have
will.
no problem paying their way to
We'll
get to wherever
travel
they
to
gotta
see
go.
our Georgia Bulldogs. So tonight the game is around 8 or so, something like that. The weather may be a little tricky, but once again,
They there.
if you they already
They
there.
already there.
Beat the traffic. Plus, they all drive them big 4x4 trucks.
Just
anyway.
drive
So,
over you.
right, them in Alabama, oh yeah, it's gonna go down. Watch where you step, because I'm sure it's
Roll
gonna be
Tide.
some dip spinning. Also, gotta say thank you to Chip over there at the Atlanta Business
Yes, sir.
Chronicles. He gave Michael and Joy some tickets to give away to the college playoff atmosphere down at Congress Center. Today's the last day, but Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we actually had an opportunity to give away a bunch of tickets to some listeners of the show.
We did.
They were Snapchatting us out. Little Eddie, shout out to Eddie. He was doing Snapchats all day yesterday. He took his dad. His dad is a huge UGA fan. I think he went to Georgia, so he was Snapchatting with his dad. It was super cool
That's
to see
awesome.
his dad looking crazy in the Snapchat because he didn't know what was going
Yeah,
on.
no clue. He was like,
Right.
oh, what are we doing? Oh,
Right.
it's a video?
Right,
Oh, okay.
exactly.
He was just
smiling for a
excited.
picture,
Right,
but
right,
he had
right.
a good time. And then I got to say shout out to my man Casey. Casey from that West Side. He from that Villa Rica.
Fly Eagles.
Yeah, he was from Villa Rica. He took his two boys out there. Don't do that. Don't do that.
My brother is a humongous Eagles
We ain't
fan.
talking about your brother right
Fly
now.
Eagles.
We're talking about our listeners. Shout out to Casey. West Side! Casey is from that
Shout out
Villa
to
Rica.
Casey,
He
West
took
Side.
his boys out there. He sent me a picture yesterday. It was one of those pictures in front of that 2018 banner. Maybe I'll post it up. Maybe I gotta get his permission to post a picture. What you think?
Because it has kids in it. So we just want to make sure.
Right,
that,
and his
yeah.
kids. Like I don't want him to sue.
Well, maybe just
Michael
don't
Jordan.
say their names.
Well, you could just sue the station.
I was gonna say right. Sean's
Sean,
like, yeah, right.
Okay.
Clay
You
with
got
me
a
if
dog in the
want to.
fight, Ada,
Good morning.
tonight?
No.
No? So you don't care who wins?
She was just like, buy the book.
Yeah.
Whoever wins is good job.
I
Okay.
was gonna say, so this is it. This game for them,
Yes.
Georgia versus Roll Tide.
Yeah, it's the last
Whoever
game.
wins
The
it
national
all.
championship.
Takes it home.
And I ain't gonna put a prediction out there that Georgia. I'll do it when we come back.
I was gonna say that Georgia's gonna take it
I don't know,
home.
because that'd be so wrong when it comes to predictions. That'd be
Clearly.
so wrong. Hey,
It
don't
was about
forget.
that last Falcons game.
Hey, we're gonna talk about Oprah's speech last night at the Golden Globes.
Yes,
we're gonna
sir.
tell you what she said and talk to my girl Ada, because it all comes together.
Amen.
Michael and Joy. MichaelandJoy.com.
Let's go.
Joy, go to CW39.com. Oh, that's my song.
For the transcript of her speech.
Go to CW39.com.
Mhm.
Turn it up, Sean.
No, Sean. What am I looking for?
Scroll down.
Oh, I was just right there. Oprah's speech, the transcript.
Can you just go right there, please? I'm gonna set you up.
I was like, here we go. Men trying to take over. Don't you know that your time is up?
We up.
Your time is up.
I'm gonna set you up, and then you you hit that part right
Your
there.
time is up.
Why she blew it? I threw an alley-oop.
What you mean? All I gotta do is read. Fool. That's stupid. Get it, Sean.
Sean like that record. What up, Freddie? What up, Dave? Yeah, no, we make your shirts look good, Dave. Everybody wanted one of these. Can we get you tonight?
Oh, that's the song. That's that new Day 26. Go cop it.
Don't be talking and nothing like
Good
that.
morning, the Nourishment ATL. Hey, Donos 2017. I'm like, what happened? Maybe when I took the Christmas tree out, the
real tree.
What up, Sean?
Just take the little tree top off.
Oh, yeah.
Drop it, turn it
Yeah,
upside down,
yeah.
pop it in the box. Yeah.
So that's what we had growing up, my whole life growing up, and then we got to the point where my mom we started actually getting real trees, and then my son is kind of like, you know,
You gotta have a real tree.
he likes the
What
real
up,
tree
Kwanzaa?
atmosphere, which, you know, it does have a different, you know, smell.
You going to a commercial? Or you
Eye
come back?
needles, boy.
Commercial.
Everywhere, you be like,
Nah,
yeah.
I can't play with that. It's bad enough trying to clean the little silver stuff. What is it called?
The confetti and
all that stuff you put on
the
there.
other stuff that you put up there. I wanted to, you know how you see the trees and it's got the white, the piping? I wanted to do that this year, but I got lazy and couldn't find any. But they're so cute. Maybe I could get.
That's my favorite.
I liked, I used to have a white Christmas tree. I like white trees. But it was a fake, it was a fake tree, but it was white. Yeah,
I've always done the green.
Maybe after maybe. Yeah, some people have more than one tree. Y'all have more than one tree.
In the old house?
Yeah. Why are you standing like that?
Because I got to pee.
That's stopping you from having to.
I'm about to say, you better go.
You better run.
Hey, Trina.
You want some water? You look funny as hell in that parking lot that morning.
You was sitting in the parking lot?
Oh, she was driving around.
I went this way thinking there was a store right there, and then realized it was going up there. I need to take my pill. You have my vitamins.
What pill?
Vitamins.
Oh.
Let me clarify that. Let me clarify the pill.
Take a pill.
I took a vitamin.
She said she was single, y'all.
Right, for real. Single and ready to mingle.
I didn't say all that. I said that I was currently single. I just said I was
Single
ready
and
to
ready to mingle.
I take time between relationships. I had it too.
What I'm talking about? I love days like this. We ain't got 20 people in here juggling them around for airtime.
Shout out to Reese Taylor. 97. You know what? That story felt like that movie from back in the day, A Time to Kill. Remember the little girl was walking and she got raped and her dad ended up going to jail. Who was in it? That was Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah. When she started saying it,
Yeah,
that was
Are we coming back?
that was who I was
Watch
thinking about.
Kendrick. Good morning.
And all of this splendor. What's up?
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com is the website. Last night, the Golden Globes took over your airways yesterday, and Oprah accepted her Cecil B. DeMille Award on Sunday night at the Golden Globes with a message to young girls watching, saying that a new day is on the horizon. Now, the media mogul's message came after the Golden Globes ceremony, notable for being the first major award show since Hollywood first began addressing rampant sexual harassment against women in the entertainment industry and beyond. And then this year's ceremony was one of the most political yet, and it saw the red carpet awash with a bunch of people wearing nothing but all black in support of the Me Too movement.
I want all the girls watching here now to know that a new day is on the horizon. And when that new day finally dawns, it will be because of a lot of magnificent women, many of whom are right here in this room tonight, and some pretty phenomenal men fighting hard to make sure that they become the leaders who take us to the time when nobody ever has to say me too again.
Yeah, and that message from Oprah like had the internet buzzing.
Oh yeah,
yesterday
her entire speech was amazing. She gave a shout out to Miss Reese Taylor, a woman who in 1944 was raped by 6 men and nobody was ever convicted. And then she gave a shout out to Sidney Poitier. She said that when she was a little girl, she actually watched Sidney Poitier get his very first award, a black man to ever get his award, and she felt like at that moment while she was sitting there that could be something that she could do as well.
And the Cecil B. DeMille Award is given to a talented individual who has made an incredible impact on the world of entertainment, and Oprah is one of those women that walked away. We're hanging out with Ada Gardner today.
Hello.
And Ada, I mean, just the whole tie-in with today's show. You know, we had Travis on the show that talked about admitting to being sexually assaulted or molested or raped as a child. Yesterday, during the Golden Globe Awards, all of the Hollywood actors in support wearing black. And this Me Too movement has really picked up steam. And even now, listening to your story, very similar. So it is so common out there in this world today, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And a lot of people don't even understand that 1 in 4 girls are molested. And those are the reported numbers. And 1 in 6 boys are molested. So those are statistics that they have kept up with. What about the ones who haven't told, who haven't said anything about it? So to see everybody coming out and saying Me Too, it's in your family. It's in everybody's family. You just don't know it because people don't speak up. You just don't.
Yeah, it's just hard for them to speak up because it's like you said, it's somebody that you know.
Yeah, I think that one of the things that I've always found that was interesting is that it just seems like it's just so hard for them to do it, but once they are able to finally speak their truth, it's almost like a sigh of relief.
Right. It is. Once you are able to speak your truth and somebody hears you, it's a sign of relief. Once you get, because that was good. That's where a lot of the issues come from. That's where drug abuse come from. They get high to forget, and numb that pain. That's where a lot of the things that we have as generational curses that come from. Abuse. You're broken. I mean, you think about it, sexual abuse. You're taking the most important part of me, and you're making me feel like I'm nothing. And so at that point, you're broken. You have to be refilled. And it's hard if you don't get some help for it. And I'm not saying everybody's going to get the help that they need through a psychiatrist. Get the help somewhere. Somewhere.
Now, you were a young mom, and we talked about that. You had your first baby at 14. Correct? And you have two adults now. Yeah, you got 2 grown kids now. But when they were young, how protective were you of them? No spending the night, I'm sure, right?
We don't go nowhere now. And I'm really open with my kids about it. I'm honest. I talk to them about every single thing. And my daughters used to say, Mom, we're going to tell you. And I say, if anybody touch you, I don't care who it is. And when I was married, the funny part is, when I first got married, I trusted him, but if he would get up in the middle of the night, I would sit up. Where are you going? And so he said, girl, if you don't lay down, ain't nobody going. He had to put me in. I had to really trust that. And I realized at that moment that I had not completely healed, but I'm very protective of my kids. We don't spend the night at anybody's houses. They didn't do any of that, but we had a good time. You can't even hold my children wrong. You can't sit on anybody's lap. I don't play that. They can't go anywhere with anybody that I'm not with them.
What do you think? Would be some things that parents shouldn't allow their children to do? Maybe maybe not spend the night as they're growing up. But what would you say?
I would say I'm one of those people who say that if you are going to allow your children, the sleepovers that the kids get dropped off on, people don't come in houses and check the house anymore. So if you don't know what's going on in that house, you're just dropping your kids off. My daughter had a sleepover a couple of years ago, and people just dropped their kids off. And I'm thinking, hey, wait, no, you come in, you talk to me. Be open with your kids about sexual abuse, because it's teachers. It's pastors. People don't go to church because they were hurt by the church because the pastor or the deacons are the ones who touch their children. So I would say make sure that you talk to your kids. Be open with them about what's out there. You be their source of reference or their resource. Don't allow the world to do it for you.
Ada Gardner hanging out with us today. Her new book is called She. This is not her first book. She has other books, and we're going to talk about those books. And I'm going to set it up by asking, I'm sure this experience made it hard for men to date you. Be honest.
It is, and I've been told that it's hard to date me, but there's only one thing that I require from any man that I date, and that is to be honest. I need you to be honest with me so that I can trust you, because if I can't trust you, then we have no relationship.
But you know what? Your husband was honest at one point. You still ain't trust him.
Well, that was the sexual abuse. I didn't trust him. So let me explain. Let me tell y'all really quick. This is something so funny that me and my ex-husband stayed 10 minutes away from each other, and we are the best of friends. Like, he can come to my house, he can bring his
sometimes
girlfriend. We're so close right now.
That's how it works.
And we broke up. He's like one of my best friends. But yeah, I didn't trust him. But toward the end, there was reasons for that.
So guys, when you pick up the phone or you drop in her DM talking about you want to date her, please don't say I love long walks in the park and I'm a Christian man. Don't be lying to this lady.
I was gonna say, she said the very first thing she wanted was honesty. Like, you gotta come with it up front.
And I'm a Sagittarius.
Right.
That's not a lie. Hey, we come back. I'm going to tell you about Apple and what they're doing. And guess who's back in TV hosting?
Uh-oh.
Enjoy that guy.
And get that Waze app. She gonna make you get that Waze app so you can send that update.
Like, listen, where you at again? I don't like to wait. So you tell me you're going to be there at 9, be there at 9. Don't be there at 9:30.
Right.
I was going to say, actually, be there at 8:45.
8:45. Be sitting outside waiting until 9 to come in.
Be there at 8:45.
You getting sick for real? I'm like, I'm not
No, I'm
going to
coming. No, I'm on the back end.
Yeah, right.
I just have to vote.
That's what he said. That's what Sean been saying. Well, he on the back end
My
too.
imaginary spray.
Girl, you might want to just take one with you to go. I take two. I ain't playing
What is
around
this?
with that.
Vitamin
Vitamin C.
She always, she act like she don't be sick.
You even get vitamin C from Mike and Joy.
Yeah. Yeah, because I can't, you know. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Tiffany, for subscribing to the YouTube page. Go over to YouTube, Michael and Joy, and subscribe, watch past shows, and be alerted when we go live, Monday through Friday, 7 to 9. Bam. Vincent, Kelvin, Carol, Tiffany, thank you. Thank you. She. Becoming the She You Were Purposed to Be by Ada Allen Gardner. You can purchase it directly on her site, or you can purchase it from Amazon. Her site is prisonersheart.com. Prisoners with an S, heart.com. PRISONERS heart.com. And also follow her on social media at something about sisters. Sisters, SISTAH. Go to Michael and Joy for all the information on all of our guests. And while you up there, go on here and hit subscribe. How you gonna tally the score already?
No, that's I'm gonna keep the score throughout.
Of where we're at?
Yeah.
Cheating already, girl.
So we can see who really the beast.
Cheating already, girl.
Can we set you up on a date?
No.
Your boyfriend will want that?
I don't have a boyfriend.
That dude that you dating.
I don't have anybody.
Where the book?
Right. Listen, I saw.
You got a book for real?
Let me just say,
I
I
sold
sold
out.
out.
You ain't bring no
Oh
books.
my goodness.
Hey, I sold out. So this is my
This the other one.
this is my copy.
Why you got it sitting?
It's
why
sealed,
you got it
'cause it was on my
sitting
table.
there?
But here, this is the one you
The
sold.
whole time you done
Right, the whole book.
You'd have had the book hidden. Girl,
She behind the book.
I haven't hid it. I just didn't take it out.
becoming the.
She behind the book.
So in other words, becoming the
Call
She You
back,
Were Purposed to
2
Be.
minutes for the next break, though.
Okay.
You know Gardner on that one.
Get my ex-husband my shine.
Well, what?
My people
I
will be
was,
my grandma.
I was like, I should have took.
You can go. It'll come up.
I'm about to say, Lord.
It's connected. It's connected.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. Guess who's back?
Whoop whoop.
When it comes to talk show hosts, the legendary talk show host David Letterman has a new show on Netflix. It's called My Next Guest Needs No Introduction. The show debuts on January 12th, and guess who's going to be the first guest on the show? Former President Barack Hussein Obama. He is slated to become the first guest. Now, the streaming service that the interview will mark President Obama's first television talk show appearance since leaving office a little bit over a year ago. So congratulations to David Letterman. He's back. He's got a new show on Netflix.
That's pretty
shout out to
cool.
Netflix doing their thing. Also,
shout out to the interview with former president. I guessed that.
Yeah, you did. You called that one. He's gonna sit down with David Letterman. I was Netflixing it over the weekend because it got a little congestion. I couldn't get out the crib. And Jerry Seinfeld also has a new show on Netflix where he follows. He has coffee with different comedians. Each show is like 12 or 15 minutes. Oh, is it? Oh,
yes.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Look, yeah, it is. Yeah, they sit at the little coffee shop. They ride in the car together.
Oh.
I'm about to say it's new to you, though. It's new to you, though. So it's all good. It is a good show. And while we're talking about it, what's his name got a new comedy special out. Go ahead.
Dave Chappelle? Yeah, that was good.
He was like, Dave Chappelle got a new comedy show. He actually said that he doesn't watch it.
Yeah,
you know, he just kind of lets it go, and whatever happens, happens.
Also, there's a new show on Netflix called The Simpsons. It's a new cartoon. Like, it's really, like...
I was going to say, and it actually has predicted a lot of stuff.
Right.
Shout out to The Simpsons. The fact that The Simpsons is still on, it's still going,
Hold
is
up,
amazing to me.
This Jerry Seinfeld thing ain't new?
It's not new. And I've only watched like 1 or 2 episodes, but I like it because I love the fact that the cars are always different. The cars are like super, super, cute old classics, which he is very into classic
I thought
cars.
I discovered something new this weekend. I was like, ooh, I'm about
You
to talk
probably,
about that today.
you, because in your mind you did. It's
It's
all
new to
good.
me.
Shout
Also-
out to becoming the she you were purposed to be.
But also, on Netflix, too, I started watching Will Smith's movie. He has a new movie on Netflix.
with the crazy looking guy.
And it's kind of like a race movie. It talks about race, and then on the flip side, Planet Earth 2. That's out too.
Planet Earth 2, what's that?
Yeah, it just be like a 4K experience, and it just shows the animals and stuff.
Oh, I saw
Yeah.
Planet Earth, the first one.
They
It
got
was
the-
like a whole entire
They got the
series.
new one out. Yes.
Okay, calm down.
Yes.
Calm down.
That's the new one.
Calm
Yeah.
down. I actually have that DVD. It was actually very, very, very good.
Hey, when we
Planet
come
Earth.
back,
Shout
I'm gonna
out
tell you
to
about
the
this new
Discovery Channel.
movie with a cast of characters like G Money and Nino Brown. I bet you I ain't seen this one yet. It's called New Jack City. I'm gonna tell y'all about
saw it in
I got the
Spanish.
exclusive. It's Michael and Joy. Let go.
It was in Spanish this weekend. I was like, Michael, your movie out. And I was like, oh, it's in Spanish. Never mind. Hola. Hola, Nino. Hola, Nino.
Hold on, that show is not new.
It's not new.
Oh my gosh, and y'all new too.
Well, I've only seen it like once or twice, but yeah, watch it be like from 2015.
You gotta go check it now.
Right. Making sure y'all could be lying.
Car and coffee.
Yeah.
First episode, July 19th, 2012.
Shut the fuck up.
Comedians in cars getting coffee.
Are you serious? 2012 was it with Fire Marshal Bill?
Season 10, episode 1 aired January 5th, 2018. Season 10, fool.
Right.
Talk about something. It's new. Season 10.
That's what's new. Season 10.
Right, he got a new
Yeah.
season.
Dang.
Margaret Cho, Cedric the Entertainer,
Yeah.
season 7.
When I saw them episodes, I was like, damn, they filmed a lot of those
Yeah.
real quick, didn't they?
You might as well just take your whole weekend and just.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
He did President Obama
Well, that's
in
right.
season 7, episode 1, 12/31/2015. Poor thing.
Yeah.
I saw this new show with what?
Our guys coming back?
I got it. I gotta say this. Episodes 23 minutes.
They're trying to clown you, boy. That's all right.
Try it.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. Ada. What?
Shout out to comedians in cars getting coffee. Jerry Seinfeld joined by friends for a cup of coffee and a drive in a classic car, sharing stories all along the way. First episode, July 19, 2012. Shout out to the new season. Season 10
first of all,
aired January 5th. So, Michael, I understand that that's what you were talking about when you said new show.
First of all, you don't have to say 2012. It's 2012.
Well, it's 2012 to you
It's
because
not. When you
you
write it-
feel like it was the very first show. It's okay. It's new to you.
I don't watch television a lot.
It's okay. It's new to you, Michael. Just want you to know that they are on season 10. La, 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 la. Hey, Kathy.
Ada
Shout out to
Gardner
you, Ada.
is in the building. Ada, we're talking about
Is it
becoming a
Alan
sheep.
or Gardner? Which one you want?
Okay, let me explain. Alan is the name that I write under because that's where I started at 5.
Okay.
And Gardner is my married name, and that's what people know me by because it's my legal name. And
Okay.
I have these kids that I have to keep Gardner with.
I got these kids.
I got
Right.
these kids I got to keep Gardner with, so when I go to the school, they won't think I'm not their mama.
Right
Oh,
there,
right,
exactly.
right,
Be
right.
hard to pick them up,
Right,
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Who are you again?
Ada's hanging out with us, the book sheet. Now talk about your other books, because this is not your first book.
It's not
You're
your
a writer.
first rodeo.
I am. And Afraid of the Dark is my first book. It is the beginning of my story. So it talks about the things that I went through and how I start to recognize the challenges and why they were in place. So Afraid of the Dark. And then I wrote Journal of a Single Chick. And it's because I journal everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wrote Journal of a Single Chick. And it's basically about my life as a single woman. So how I took 2 years after my divorce to kind of get myself together and find out that I was not just a mother and a wife.
Right.
And get back to getting out in the world. And then actually stepping out and dating and finding out that this world is crazy.
Is it different in 2018?
Oh, I got married in 1999.
Okay.
I got a divorce in 2009. And my ex-husband, let me give him some props. He was a gentleman. And so when I stepped back out, and it was like, well, what we gonna do? What you mean what we gonna do? You're the guy, you asked me out.
Right.
Can you at least make a date? And so don't want to open the door for you. I was taught by him, don't even touch the door.
I know that's right.
And so to have to get in, I would stand at the door and wait. Like,
And the funny thing is the men looking at you like, oh, I actually remember, you know, because I had did that same thing. I was like, I ain't touching the door. And the dude was like, man, we in a rush. Stop playing. You know I'll get it later.
Right.
Wow.
right. That's what they do.
And I was like, no, Mr. Boyd, I'm going to need you to open this door. And he came over there. He was like, man, you play too much.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
when you open the door. So I get mad at women that when a guy holds the door when they're coming and they don't say thank you, I get mad at women because I love that. And you are making it hard for him to open the door for another woman.
Yeah,
because you
I'm
go up and
grateful,
say
but
thank you.
I'm just independent.
Right.
No,
you
you can open
me.
You can open the door for me all day long. Look, you got it.
Right,
Look,
right.
I done got over that.
What's next for you?
Oh my God. Let me just say that I have this program called Prisoner's Heart where you recognize, release, and revive. And what that is you recognize the generational curses that's keeping you hostage to life, and then you release them through forgiveness, and then you revive. You rebuild your legacy. And so that's what I did. So I put together a program in 4 days. And the program works. I have women that have went through it, and it's actually open enrollment on my website right now, prisonersheart.com. Secondly, let me shout out to Exposure Magazine. They were reading, the CEO was reading my blog, and she emailed me and said, hey, I want you to write for us. And so I'm a part of Exposure Magazine. Hey, Tim and Gordon and Cedric and Lenora, I appreciate that opportunity. And then just continuing to write. This is my just beginning. She is the beginning of a series of journals that I have for women. And so that is what I'm going to. And then we have State of the Woman coming up January 28th through an organization that I'm working with. And so you can go on SOW address, and I think SOW address, or look up State of the Woman address, or look up my online, and you'll see you can sign up. But it's an amazing conference that we have every single year that we started last year. But
shout out to Kathy Hood.
Kathy Hood, come on, Kathy Hood.
Shout out to Kathy.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? At this point in the show, we want to get to know you a little bit better
Okay, man.
outside. We're going to layer those layers. That didn't even sound
What?
right. Yeah. We play this game
We're
called
gonna
This or
peel
That.
the onion back and
Come on now.
go through these layers and SOWaddress.com. Thank you, Kathy.
Thanks, Kathy.
Michael and Joy in the morning, michaelandjoy.com, hanging out with author Ada Allen, a.k.a. Ada Gardner. She's in the building with us. The book She, the conference coming up. When is that conference again?
It's January 28th. It's from 2 to 6.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. This is a game that we play called This or That. And what it does is it gives our listeners an opportunity to get to know you a little better. We know your story. We know about the foundation. We know about the book. We know everything that you've been through. But people just want to know if you're a regular person. You know what I'm saying? And you are. And this game right here, we'll say that now. It's a contest between Joy and I to see who knows you best. And it seems like I've been knowing you a little bit longer than Joy because I went downstairs to open up the door.
That's right.
But we actually met last year,
That's
so.
Oh, y'all
but
did?
you know what? We're not even gonna talk about
Right
the
now, the
emails.
score is 1-1. It's not actually 1-1. The first game we had was a draw, so we're just gonna say it's 1-1. So we're gonna keep score throughout the year to see who really know their guests better.
And
now you
then
grew up in
there's
Atlanta,
that.
right?
I did.
What part of Atlanta you grew up in?
I grew up in Southwest Atlanta.
Southwest ATL.
Southwest.
So did y'all have
Shout
y'all
out to the
cereal
SWATs.
on top of the refrigerator or in a pantry?
We have to, no.
She was just like, we had a bag
On
with
top
some
of the
puffs in it.
refrigerator. On top of the
On top of the refrigerator, so they ain't had no money in the SWATs.
Right,
We know how that
right.
thing
She
works.
already said it was bopping around.
And that's how it works on this game. So all you gotta do is answer the question. You pick this or that, whichever one, and we keep score to see who knows you best. All right, so you wake up in the morning, sis, and you got 2 boxes of cereal on the table. One is Frosted Flakes, the other is Captain Crunch. Which one are you choosing?
Captain Crunch berries.
Captain, that's
that's
not
not
a
a
choice.
choice.
So
What?
she's
Okay,
trying
No, no,
okay,
no,
so
no,
then
no.
I'm,
See, here you go.
Okay, so it's Frosted Flakes.
Okay,
I don't
see,
do
there you
Captain
go.
Crunch.
So it's
Yeah.
1-1. Cheetos or cheese puffs?
Cheese puffs.
Cheese puffs. Michael
I
2,
get that
Joy
one.
1. Mexican or Italian? And we're talking food, not men.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Mexican.
You going Mexican?
Mexican.
Would it be
feel-
different
yes.
if it was men?
It would be.
Then you go Italian if it was men? Alright, it's 2-2. Tied up.
2-2.
Alright, lemon pepper wings or hot wings?
Lemon pepper.
Ah, I had you down as a hot wing
She's
chick.
from Atlanta.
That's
Come
right.
on.
McDonald's fries or Chick-fil-A fries?
Chick-fil-A fries.
Chick-fil-A.
Come through, Joy. Don't say the
4-2.
score.
4-2. Yeah, I got you, shawty. Don't be tripping. Cruise vacation or destination vacation?
Cruise 24 under my belt.
Bam, there you
Cruise,
go.
right.
3 to 4.
I
I
ain't
knew
see
that
that
one.
one. I ain't
Them
see
cruises
that one.
be the jump,
Yeah,
boy,
I ain't
for
see.
real.
She said 24. Good.
Oh, you been on 24
24
cruise?
cruises.
Nice. Different cruise lines?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Vegas or Miami?
About to say, well, you about to plug one?
Miami.
Miami? Bam, 4-4. 4-4 though. All right, here go a real hood question since you from the SWATs. Grape Kool-Aid or red Kool-Aid?
Grape.
Grape Kool-Aid. Okay, that put Joy in the lead. So right now the score is it's 5-4. Joy is in the lead. But this is the bonus question right here.
Uh-oh.
Since we are celebrating the birth of one Carolina Herrera, and she's a fashion designer, and
We
she got
know
some
who she
cologne and stuff out too. The bonus question.
Her daughter, she named her daughter the same name as her. Her daughter.
So her daughter's a junior?
No, she just named her the same name.
She should be Carolina Herrera Jr.
No, she's not.
The bonus question is worth 79
Sorry.
points today.
Whoop,
Okay?
whoop.
Come on.
So here's the deal. You got that conference coming up, right?
Right.
When is it?
It's January 28th.
What's the name of it?
It's State of the Woman.
How can they get tickets?
Online. SOWaddress.com.
Now after the conference, you don't feel like driving home. So we hand you the old trusty trap phone. There you go. See, that's the trap phone right there. And then the trap phone, there's only 3 numbers in there, so you can only call one of these people to come pick you up and drive you home. So for 79 points and the win, who's driving you home? Is it Michael Ealy, Lorenz Tate, or Trey Songz? For 79 points, who are you calling to drive you home? This is for the win.
Now y'all
Come
just
on.
going home now.
Come on, Ada.
Lorenz Tate.
Oh, wow. We had neither one
I
of
sure
them.
enough didn't
She
pick
picked
him.
Lorenz Tate. I
I know.
almost picked Lorenz Tate. Well, it's all good. Joy, you win. Congratulations. We missed the bonus question.
Right.
When we come back, we're going to wrap this thing up. You too, Lorenz Tate. Wrap it up. Michael and Joy in the morning. michaelandjoy.com.
Right.
Oh, she said she had to take that pill. You might be good, folks.
But it's you know she fertile. Fertile.
Wait, I'm not fertile. Don't put it out there. Don't put it out there. Don't put that out there.
Joking. Fertile. That is such a horrible. Well, who came up with Fertile Myrtle?
Fertile Myrtle.
People used to
Oh my
wait
God.
if you were real, like what's her name? Janice. They call her what?
Somebody on my Facebook said.
He said that's who I chose for her too. Who'd you choose, Kathy? You chose Lorenz.
Who chose it?
I was asking. I wonder who she chose. Because she said that's who I chose for her too. I chose Michael Ealy. Because I just got finished watching him in 7 Pounds.
Trigger too young.
But you got real excited when he said Trigger.
I did.
Yeah,
I was like, it was a delay.
It
It was a delay. I'm like, look, not the way these men talking now. They saw Nikki Murphy. She didn't turn 50. Hallie didn't turn 50. They was like, man, they look good for 50.
Right.
Like, they coming for y'all. Michael, you got your phone charger? It don't matter now. Left all mine at the house.
You want the whole thing?
Yeah, sure. Just for please. Please. Fertile Myrtle.
That's what they used to say to me. You so fertile.
How old are your youngest two?
13 and 11. They'll be about to be 14 and
12.
We on 12. We on the countdown right now. About to be up out of there.
Man,
Girl, they still got 4 more years.
To you, they got 4 years.
How many they got for you? You gonna get them out of there before 18? Oh. It's boys?
One girl, one boy.
Oh, yeah. I understand. Go on, Razor.
Michael and Joy in the morning, michaelandjoy.com. Don't forget today's show is brought to you by our partner, Nikita, Todd, Stanley, and the Team Todd Realty Group, dedicated to helping people realize the dream of home ownership. For more information, all you got to do is visit the website, teamtoddrealtygroup.com. Also, got to say good morning to Coach Oliver Adams. If you're trying to get unstuck, all you got to do is pick up the phone, give him a call for a complimentary phone session with the coach. Just visit the website, power2live.net. That's the website, power2live.net. Get that free phone session with Coach today. It'll sharpen you up, tighten up them loose. I don't know what I was about to say.
Right, I'm about to say, what?
Yeah, I know, right? Wonder why software on Apple's iPhones and Google's Android smartphones help mobile apps like Uber and Facebook to pinpoint a user's location, making it possible for you to order a car, check in at local restaurants, and receive targeted advertising. But for 911, with far more pressing purposes than what Facebook and Uber got in store, they can't find people. Now, the U.S. regulators estimated as many as 10,000 lives could be saved each year if the 911 emergency dispatching system were able to get to callers 1 minute faster. Now, better technology would be especially helpful, regulators say, when a caller can't speak or identify his or her location. Now, after years of pressure, wireless carriers and Silicon Valley companies are finally starting to work together to solve the problem. But progress has been way, way too slow. And a lot of it has to do with cell phone usage. Most people in the U.S. now use cell phones. They don't use landlines, because remember, them landlines was what used to get you in trouble. Remember, you used to dial 911 at the house and then try to hurry up and hang up, and then next thing you know, 8 minutes later, you hear this.
Right.
Hey, who been playing on the phone? And it
Right.
be little man. You always try to blame man for doing it. But now, with cell phone technology, it's hard for them to pinpoint a person's exact location. And also, too, when you call 911, what it does is it calls the provider that's like right in that area. So if you have a different cell phone number, it kind of throws it off. So they're working to make things better.
I was gonna say, it's interesting because they have the watches and everything, the Apple watches, and they're starting to make the watches for children, so that we can kind of like GPS where they are, so that we can be safer for kids. And as I was reading some of the reviews, they were saying that it's not perfect, but it's only like 1 block off.
Yeah.
So it's like, maybe y'all need that technology.
That's good. You can call Shapriti. He got that new show called SWAT. Well, Shapriti be finding folks. Shamama, he be finding folks on SWAT. Boy.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, why your t-shirt so tight?
How new is that show?
No, it just came out.
Just like
Thank you very
just like
much.
that Jerry Seinfeld show.
Jerry Seinfeld, that's new. They got the dates wrong on there.
2012 playing season
Hey, now.
10. Shout out to you,
Tell everybody how
Alan.
they can keep in touch with us as we get up out of here on this Monday.
Instagram, something about sisters, SISTAHS prisonersheart.com, or you can log on to Exposure Magazine and read some of my posts and my articles.
Well, congratulations to you.
Thank
You
you.
are a survivor. Thank you very much for
Thank
hanging out with
you.
us today. If you ever need a date or something like that, we can fix you up on the show because we got a lot of brothers that be coming on the show.
Let me pray on it. Let me pray on it.
They like
You know what that
long
means.
walks
It's gonna
in
take a
Piedmont
minute.
Park, and they love
opening
Captain
the
Crunch,
doors.
Captain Crunchberry. They love those. Yeah, they do.
They love cruises.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And you're right.
I'll call you. I'll call you.
Hey, if you listen
She
to the
said,
show
wait
today
on
and you
that.
enjoyed it, all you gotta do is tell a friend about it, and then like us.
And like us, and go to our YouTube page and subscribe. Michael and Joy on everything.
Tonight it is going down. Our Georgia Bulldogs versus who?
Roll Tide.
Yeah, they are going down. It's Michael and Joy in the morning.
Who
Sensation
going down?
Station Network. Let's go.
Who going down? Somebody going down. The game going down. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Edification. Hey, Harold. Thank you, Calvin. Hey, Steven. I don't know when I'm going to grow it again. Kathy says, hello, y'all crazy fertile myrtle. Ha. You guys have an amazing day. Thank you for tuning in. And please go over to Michael and Joy, either our website or to the YouTube page and subscribe. And if you also have any guests that you think would be interested in coming onto the show live here in Atlanta, send us an email, michaelandjoy@gmail.com. Have a great day from the top of my head to the soles of my feet. I ask that God watch over you, keep you, protect you, expand your territory and your capacity. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Mwah. Have an amazing day. Shout out Ada Allen. Whoop, whoop. Bye, guys.
Joy, I like your whoop whoop, girl. That's my whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop.
Thank y'all for having me.
No,
It was
no
fun. I
problem.
enjoyed that.